Some blades cut through, some cuts in. The sharpest ones turn inward, then begin.
My first blade was silence in a room full of doubt. I learned quick what a whisper carve out. Not all wounds drip, some bleed slow, some slice through time where the mind won't go. I held steel thoughts like I held the pain, wrapped in prayer but soaked in rain. When I cut ties, I ain't leave no seams, just ghosts in the closet and blood on dreams. Knives ain't weapons, they stories folded in hands of men too broken to hold it. Mama said never run one in hand, but I walked my whole life on blades and sand.
A blade can pray or it can kill, depends on the hand and the kind of will. So you can feast or conceive, the patient and save the heavy. Ain't no choir when the cries go unheard, but the Lord hears the hush, every whisper, every word.
I seen angels in rags and demons in robes, priests with clean hands but they pockets corrode. Truth never shouted, it creeps in the folds like a moth in the hymn book, eating the code. My shadow got secrets and won't even show me. Been baptized in fire by fake ones who own me. Street signs preach, every crack got a homily. Sidewalk sermons, the bricks wrote a rosary. Church bells silent but the clock got a choir. Every bullet sings psalms through a wire of fire. Pigeons on the steeple done seen the whole tale, but they only cool warnings when heaven grows pale. I read pain like it's cursive on my brother's wrist. Sermons in a star, ain't no Sunday miss. Preachers sip gin from a teacup amidst, while the choirs breathe a small from apocalypse.
The loudest truth don't make a sound. He heard me cry when none was around.
Bible on a dash, but the seatbelt lies, cause I still flew through hell with my hands untied. Cross on my neck, but the faith in my chest got bruises where pastors just passed the test. I seen moms make miracles with lentil beans, and pops taught God with a switchblade lean. Taught me never trust a sermon that don't bleed. If your words don't limp, then your soul don't read. Graveyards whisper in the language of doubt. I've been taking notes where most just shout. Crucifix crack, but the silence still glows. Ain't no thunder in truth, just the softest of blows. Life be a parable with verses erased, where the good die young and the crooked get praised. I speak to the wind like it's kin to my name. Even silence got echoes that never explain.
The loudest truth don't make a sound. You heard me cry when none was around. Even the quiet can shake the sky. The Lord still listens, a dolphin in the sky. Wrote my sorrow on the wind, heavy read it line by line.
These ain't raps, they etchings in gold leaf grain. I script the streets gospel with sawdust in my veins. Ink drips slow like blood from a debt unpaid. Call it scroll work, each bar been blade made. My breath fogged up the windows of tombs, where I wrote my first verse in a smuggler's room. Paper had creases like my grandmother's brow, and the lines held weight like a priest taking vows. I've been cooking crack with the book of Isaiah. Soul in my wrist, every flick wrote a prayer. The judge couldn't read me, my scrolls too coded, but the devil took notes every time I loaded. Lessons in Latin ink smuggled through heat on wax. We spill truth that don't fit in the tweets.
If it's ancient, it's sacred, no capture scar.
You could die from a comma or a single claw.
Every letter caught in pain, still the parchment won't complain.
I pen for them brothers with ink on they back. Tails tattooed from business, the sister won't redact. I ain't read Psalms, I bled mine on receipts. From bodegas where the preachers don't preach, they eat. Scroll work on my soul like Damascus steel.
sharper with the page than the stainless field. I fold my bars like the prophet's rolls, where it seems high sins and the silence glows. Every rhyme's a relic from the project's tomb, like scriptures buried in the basement room. They say truth is written by victors. Nah, we write truth with the victim's scars. My stanzas bred like a lifeless breath, measured in bars, no time left. I pass my verses through wax like contraband, till the beat caught fire from my calloused hand.
He wrote the world and never spoke. The scroll still turns with every stroke. The crown ain't gold, it's the fire in your word. The king speaks once and the silence is heard.
My first rhyme was a glyph in the pharaoh's tomb, scribed with a spliff lit under crescent moons. The block taught me syntax, verbs, and chalk, where bullets skip beats in the alleys talk. They said speak like a man, so I whispered in storms. Learn silence got teeth and the truth deforms. My tongue ain't mine, it's a bloodline's echo, a slave's last chant, a prophet's falsetto. Mama said, son, your voice can cut iron, so I sharpen each word like a verse from Zion. Use slang like scripture, cold like psalms. Every phrase built bridges between devils and gods.
He don't wear gold or wave no gun. His kingdom lives on the edge of his tongue.
My voice been court case, war drum and psalm. Lit candles with vows, raise hell with calm. I spoke to the wind and the wind took notes. Now hurricanes quote me in murder coats. Tongue heavy like chains on the ship floors cry. Still I spit like the North Star split the sky. A rebel with a rhyme and a 5-point stance. Every syllable a brick in my ancestors' chants. Didn't stutter when I faced my fate. Just spat truth so sharp it split the gate. No mic in my crib, but the pain was live. So I rap to the roaches just to feel alive.
He don't wear gold or wave no gun. His kingdom lives on the edge of his tongue.
Now I ghostwrite thunder in the ghetto dialect. Every pause is a prayer, every line's architect. I spit for the new kids who dream in fire, and spit back scripture when the block was higher. Tongue been dagger, flag and drum, broke whole empires with the breath of one. I was born with no throne, no robe, no sword, just a chipped tooth, cracked stupid lord. So I write for the fallen in jail, the undone. We ain't lost, just buried beneath the sun. And I still speak slow, cause the wise don't run. If truth got a weapon, it's the king's own tongue.
He don't wear gold or wave no gun. His kingdom lives on the edge of his tongue. The throne ain't built on marble stone. It's built where voices stand alone. The throne ain't gold or marble stone. It's built voices stand alone. Smoke don't lie.
Alright, my lovely, sorry about the abrupt end to the song, but I figured we might as well get going. There we go, should be able to see me now. Hi and welcome. I hope you're all having a great week so far. If you're not, then we are midway through, only a little bit left and we can enjoy the weekend. I have been waiting since my last stream till today because I wanted to play Bloodborne, right? But I kind of felt like I should play it on stream and not off stream, and I had a lot of fun playing it on stream. So I was looking forward to today's stream, and then I realized in all of that, I kind of forgot to find any content for today. So I've got bits and bobs that came across my feed that I figured I'll throw up, and we'll talk about them briefly. But very soon, I think we'll just be playing video games and yapping about life and shit. Let's see, who do we have here? We've got Husser, thank you very much for the resubscription. 2 months at tier 1. 9 months in total, let's go. We've got Wing, we've got Jotun. I saw Amanax here as well. How are you all doing today? Jotun saying ICE just killed a woman in cold blood in Minneapolis. We will get to that in a little bit, because yeah, I've heard about that actually. Quite fucking grim. I do have it pulled up, well, I mean, on Twitter, so pulled up might be a strong word. I can't imagine Twitter being the best place for these kinds of things. But it is quick with it, isn't it? Let's see, we are live on YouTube as well, so the multi-string should be working fine. Bad things need to stop happening in my state. I feel you, Unix, I feel you. Don't worry, we've got... I'll cover it, of course, but I'll take your mind off of it very shortly afterwards. I have a bit of gaming news, a bit of just, you know, silly brain rot. And I saw that Abba and Preach uploaded Free Maduro, ? And I figured... that's a pretty good place to start, right? Because we are talking about Venezuela quite a lot. Spoke about it at work today a ton. Kind of exhausted of the topic, to be perfectly honest with you, due to the plethora of in real life about this topic that I've been talking to people about. But we will still briefly cover bits and bobs of it on stream, because I don't think I've actually covered that much of it when live anyway. I'm so sorry for you American folk. Yeah, same, honestly. It is rough. We might as well get started with it, I feel like, and then we can move on to the greener pastures, if you will. So I saw somebody link this. I think it might have been Diz that linked it in my Discord about an hour ago. This is fucking horrifying. Cold-blooded murder by a fascist agent. My god, an ICE agent shot a woman in the face 3 to 4 times in Minneapolis after they asked her to move her car from blocking traffic in protest of the surge in ICE deployment in Minneapolis. Now, I've seen that, I think it was Mer in Discord saying that we've got a bystander video, but for obvious reasons I can't exactly pull it up on stream, nor do I think that Merge shared it in Discord, so I don't actually have it. But if I did have it, I still couldn't pull it up on screen because I'm pretty sure I'm not allowed to just show you ICE fucking murdering someone on the street. But yeah, shit's grim. We've got NPR news with breaking news: gunfire amid federal presence in South Minneapolis, no confirmation on shooter or victim. Live updates: officials confirm ICE involved shooting in South Minneapolis. A witness to Wednesday's shooting in South Minneapolis told NPR News that she saw a federal agent shoot a woman several times. Emily Heller lives near 33rd and Portland and said she woke up to a commotion outside her home. She said she saw a car blocking traffic on Portland Avenue that appeared to be part of a protest against federal law enforcement operations. Heller said she heard ICE agents telling the driver, a woman, to get out of here. She was trying to turn around and the ICE agent was in front of her car, and he pulled out a gun and put it right in like his midriff was on her bumper, and he reached across the hood of the car and shot her in the face like 3 or 4 times, Heller said. Heller said it appeared the woman then accelerated and travelled about 100 feet before striking a utility pole and some other vehicles. She could be seen slumped over inside her car. Thank you for the hydration, Redeem Unix. I'll have to go and get a fresh monster in a sec. But yeah, absolutely fucking horrific news. I've seen somebody ask in Discord, I think that might have been Mer as well, whether ICE wears body cams. Now, to my understanding, they're supposed to. Whether they do or don't, I can't speak to. But this is absolutely fucking insane. I was thinking to myself earlier, because usually what's useful in scenarios like this, no matter how disgusting it might feel to do that, what's useful to do is to like try and at least play the hypothetical in my head of what kind of behavior could warrant this outcome. Except the outcome here is being apparently, allegedly, shot in the face 3 to 4 times when you're protesting. So, like, the bar is... I have no fucking idea what the ICE agent could say for anyone to give them any benefit of the doubt. Like, it's just... It seems insane to me. Right, shooting someone in the face 3 to 4 times. And we've seen so many videos, I feel like, either on Twitter or just directly on my stream, or I know that you guys, I know what kind of streamers you watch as well when it comes to politics, so I know you all have seen some videos on their streams as well of ICE acting like absolute fucking animals. I'm sure we will soon have some footage that I will be able to at least point to and arrive at some kind of a conclusion. For now, this is just horrible. They don't because no one does inspections on them. I'm pretty sure they're going to do inspections on this dude now. I don't know. It's insane. I will say, though, for how gung-ho America appears to be as a state in general, I am in awe over how this isn't daily news in America. Because I've seen, like, I'm trying to, and this is the thought experiment that I was talking to you about earlier, right? Like, I'm trying to imagine being in this scenario. And I'm trying to imagine being in America, being an American with access and ownership of a gun. I've seen videos where ICE pulls up on someone, they drive in front of them in a fucking pickup, block their car, they themselves get out of their car without identifying who they are. They're wearing fucking balaclavas or face masks of various varieties, I suppose, and they just have guns pointed at you. And I can't imagine, like, again, if I was an American and I was trained to use a gun and I had a gun, if somebody did that to me, I feel like I'd start blasting immediately because I have no idea what the fuck is happening. Like, you can't do that to people, but somehow this appears to be happening on a daily basis, and yet we, quite rarely do we get any news of, like, actual shootings with dead ICE agents that happen as a result of this. So at the very least, I will be, I'll be monitoring this closely. I imagine many of you will too, so quite soon we will probably get more news. And, like I said, footage to look at. There are also gangs who dress up as ICE and then go and do their gang wars to at least momentary police immunity. I'm not surprised at all. Not even... Genuinely not even remotely surprised, to be quite honest. It seems like exactly the type of shit that you could expect. Why did Bloodborne not open up in the proper window size? There we go, let's try that. Yeah, no, I mean, sorry, I got distracted briefly by what's happening over here. I'm not surprised at all that ICE does that, and if anything, I'm maybe mildly surprised that you don't hear... Sorry, that gangs do that. If anything, I'm mildly surprised that you don't hear more of that. The whole system, like the whole infrastructure of ICE in America just seems insanely unhinged to me. Hey, Stepan, how you doing, buddy? Plus also, like, I would be... The worst part about that is that I feel like now, again, this could be me and, like, being man-brained, which lends itself to some degree of delusion, depending on the exact topic on hand. But I feel like, if I'm here in Poland, right, when I leave my house, there are certain threats. Obviously, right? There are always certain threats. But I feel like, for the most part, like, I can do something if the threat happens. You know what I mean? Like, I've got options ahead of me, and they mightn't be the best options, right? I'll probably... I'm no fucking John Wick. But there are things that I can probably do that give me some level of agency, almost, it feels like. In America, like, you walk out of your house, and every other person you bump into, there's like a 75% chance that they have a firearm on them. And then even if they don't, and you get past them and everything's nice and Gucci, there's ICE and shit, and they definitely have guns on them. That shit's terrifying, man. Doing my 24-hour shift right now, kind of fucking shit, not gonna lie. Yeah, 24-hour shifts will do that, buddy. I did right before New Year's Eve. No, it would have been a little bit. It would have been, I think, a week before New Year's Eve. It was right before Christmas, I think. Oh, fuck off, oversized wanker. I don't know if I remember the controls correctly. Right before Christmas, I did an 11-hour shift, and by the end of an 11-hour shift, I was... Oh, I didn't see those before. That's because I've got more insight now, right? Oh, tanky cunt. I did an 11-hour shift, and by the end of an 11-hour shift, I was fucking dead, man. I can't imagine doing 24 hours. That shit's just not healthy, man. I did not expect to... I should have expected that damage output, to be fair. That is on me. I haven't seen it and would like to continue that way. I have that morbid curiosity about me, Jotun, when it comes to most news of this variety, and I would rather know, you know? 1v1 round of fate here. You're supposed to die to that guy. But I know that there are different guys that you can that can do this to you as well, and I didn't like losing that 1v1. I've got that morbid curiosity about Miot, and it was the same when Charlie Kirk got shot. The first thing that I wanted to do is see the footage of it. I used to watch, there is this website called Sadistic. I don't know if you I don't know if you know about it, but they post some morbid shit on that website, which in fairness nowadays they just post a lot of that shit on Twitter, so you will just randomly... The best way, if you like watching like random fucking gore, the easiest way is to follow a few trans accounts, and anytime a trans person says anything on Twitter, there's going to be some fucking lunatic, some unhinged cunt in their responses just sharing gore for literally no reason whatsoever, just because they want to upset the trans person, because the trans person offend them by their mere existence. I haven't seen any on Reddit, to be honest with you. The worst on Reddit that I've seen was the controversy that happened the other day, which is Reddit auto-suggests you like the end of the sentence when you start typing based on what other people are typing, and what Reddit was auto-filling and auto-suggesting for the last couple of days on Reddit was if you typed in how, it would finish off that sentence with how to find child porn. And so apparently there were a lot of pedophiles on Reddit that were just fucking Googling that on main. So that was awful. We do the quest where you save the people, save at the cathedral. Bro, right now I need to fucking save myself, okay? I ain't got an option to send this one anywhere. So I haven't seen any of that on Reddit. But yeah, when Charlie Kirk died, the first thing that I wanted to see was footage of that happening. First of all, to verify that, like, what the likelihood of him actually being dead is, and secondly, just because I don't know, I want to know, you know, I want knowledge, I want insight, I need to understand things. Hey, Stepan, 5 stream streak, let's fucking go, buddy. Even when at work, bro, you're like the Polish Diz. Diz watches me from work. There is Chaotic as well. Life Leaks isn't supported now. Yeah, a lot of these websites aren't supported now, which for good reason, to be fair. Oop. Yep, fuck. I should have... I remembered this, and I still got... barely made it out alive. Fucking shithouse, man. But yeah, we will, sorry, I'm lagging a little bit. I had a long day at work today, and I think to be fair, I probably shouldn't be live given this, but I think I might be, I felt like I might get a migraine today, but that went away completely, and now I feel fine, so I'm here live streaming. Fingers crossed I'm not going to get a migraine, but I've just had a long day at work, so my brain needs to catch up a little bit, you know? I know, Stepan, I know. It's nothing compared to a 24-hour shift, but look, we're all struggling here, okay, buddy? It's not just you. Crazy coincidence, yeah. Hey, Ties. Welcome, darling. How you doing? Thank you for the tier 1 subscription.
Cat scare.
Cat scare, nice. Yeah, we'll do discourse shortly. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. I'm just getting in the mood. Plus, like I said, I've really been wanting to play Bloodborne, but I want to play on stream with you guys here because I know that you like it. And to be fair, more importantly than you liking it, I like it. Have you done any Chalice dungeons? What, on my Fucking level 28 character. Yeah, bruv, I've done all of them. Don't tell them I don't know what Chalice dungeons are. I have said this before. I will reiterate. I haven't played Bloodborne before. I've tried twice on the previous emulator versions, but the previous emulator versions were kind of wanky. So I gave up very quickly. And now I'm trying again. Typical, I don't give a fuck what you like. I like it. Well, no, I obviously... There is a degree of care. It's more like... Jesus, I fucking hate these big arseholes. Probably shouldn't be here at my level. I should have gone up the stairs to the, it's not a bonfire. What are they called in this game? The little fucking resting places. Whatever, I should have gone to one of those and fucked off back to where I came from and then just finished off that area first, because now I'm just looking like a bad player. And I am very good at video games, just not necessarily always when I stream. Lamp, that's the one, yeah. I also stopped following what's happening in Sudan. I still do, but not as closely anymore because I'd be honest, sometimes I would cry. Honestly, I mean, if you are having like strong emotional responses to conflict, it's best to stop following, at least for a little bit, so you can get more of a... so that you can recenter yourself, right? If that makes sense. I'm not following what's happening in Sudan very closely either, but that's supposed to be because there's so much shit happening, like, fucking right next to me, right on the border. Well, borders, plural, technically, because it's not like the shit that's, it's not like it's just Ukraine, although it is the worst in Ukraine. Yeah, I'm not gonna push further this way. I'm gonna push up here, go to the lamp, and fuck off and finish off the other areas, because this is way too... I shouldn't be here. I'm under-leveled for this area, I think. We'll come back here. But for now, fuck this noise. We want to warp, and we want to go back to the Hunter's Dream, and we'll go from there. At this time of the year, the season I find quite peaceful. I imagine on the border it is quite peaceful, right? Which is going to be... I mean, it's cold as fuck. I don't imagine people do all that shit. Like, all that much shit. What am I doing here? There we go. This is what I was looking for. In the base game, you can only warp to the dream. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of quality of life shit that I have here, which I don't even know all of it. I just know that it's supposed to not fuck with my, like, experience of the game to, like, any big degree, but it is supposed to make it a little bit more reminiscent of, like, the typical Souls formula, I guess. Maciej Kaczorowski, how you played Hollow Knight? I'm playing it to prepare for Silksong. It's difficult but very fun and cute. I absolutely love the aesthetics of both the games you just mentioned, Hollow Knight and Silksong. Silksong actually seems really fucking good, but I really don't like platformers. I cannot get into them, and I don't enjoy playing them. The only time I've ever played a platformer and played it for a little bit and actually felt like I'm having a good time with it was when I was playing, I think it's called Blasphemous, and I was playing that on my phone when I was on the plane and I had nothing else. And so, like, on my phone it was really cool to play that, but on my computer I fucking hate playing platformers. Get the Kirk Hammer to honor Charlie. Hold on, what's that, Unix? Okay, I feel like we can do a little bit of this course, and then we can go back to playing Bloodborne. And then first of all, Unix linked something. I have a little bit of Twitter brain rot for you that I think you will all enjoy.
Chat, I've never been to the ER before. I didn't realize this was a thing until I talked to, like, nurse and doctor people. Apparently, people will go to the ER for the dumbest shit. Like, people will be like, hey, I have a cough. I'm at the ER. Like, bro, why are you f***ing there? Go take some fucking cough medicine. Like, apparently people will go to the ER because they think they're dying.
Hold on. I'm more sad that you'll miss out on Pizza Tower than you missing out on Silksong. Bro, I've told you guys about the fact that I watch Wings of Redemption sometimes in my free time, right? Well, more specifically, the channels that are poking fun at him, to be fair, so it warps my perception of him a little bit. I don't know what the game Pizza Tower is, but I've watched him play it, and I've watched him be so incredibly fucking miserable during the experience. He got a, I think he had the game donated to him, and then he also got $100 on top just to play it, because there was a viewer who really wanted him to play it, and he was fucking awful. Like, he was so bad at the game, and so simultaneously angry with it.
And then it turns out, oh, sorry, no, you're just farting. Like, that's it.
Yeah, people go to the ER for all sorts of weird reasons.
The ER by my house anytime there's anything close to an emergency, because none of the urgent care is close to my house except my insurance. Just drive. Sorry, maybe I'm just like a bigot. If you live in America and you don't know how to drive, like I feel like it's like an essential skill. It's like knowing how to file your taxes. I haven't cleaned my car in a few years though. I probably should. Like, I did like a car cleaning, but I haven't cleaned it like inside. I like keeping my car messy because it makes people not want to steal from it, you know? I'll never forget you driving on a flat tire. Does anybody have the photo of it? Because I didn't even realize it was flat until I sent the photo to the Gap cord. Wait, what is this? I walked past a car with this in it. Oh, I didn't park here, thankfully. Not disabled. You are a bad person. May your milk forever be sour on each morning of your pathetic life. Asshole. This was not my car, but it made me not park there, thankfully.
Dude, I had to park. I felt like an asshole not that long ago, actually. I had to park my car on one of those parking spots that are reserved for women with children, or for parents with children, I should say. And I don't have a kid, but also it was literally one of the only 2 parking spots that were left, and the other one was for disabled people. And here in Poland, we technically don't have legal protections for parkings dedicated to people with children, so you can park on them even if you don't have any kids. It's just people are going to look at you like you're a bit of a cunt. But it was either that or parking on the disabled spot. I'm taking the disabled one. I would rather park on the parking spot for parents with children, and then if somebody does have a child and they drive in there, they can park on the disabled one, and they can, like, if it's a small kid, they can pretend it's got like a syndrome or something, and then that could be believable. Nobody's going to try and, like, you know, nobody's going to try and be cheeky with them. I don't have that same luxury if I park on the disabled spot. Sorry, back to the story.
I can't find it. I need to show you guys the photo. Oh, this is it. There you go. Thank you. How did you find it so fast? Wait, what the fuck? I drove on this tire for like a year.
Oh, bro.
And then I finally took a photo of it because I was too lazy to fix it. And when I took the photo and I sent it to chat, because like I thought a flat tire meant you can't drive anymore. I was still able to drive. It took me about a year, and then I had to replace the tires because, like, how do you not know? No, it said there was an alert, but I never bothered to fix it. And once when I did try to fix it, it immediately went, the tire pressure system went off again.
Yeah, yeah, that's what happens when there's a hole in it.
It had like an air hole or something. This is deserving of a Kreia boom. It's called a Vine boom. I did it first. Come on, all right? Yeah, I mean, the car was fine, though. The car was fine.
Yeah.
How's the car still running? It only has like 60,000 miles. You really are fucking stupid? Blaster, what'd you get on your ACT? I don't want to make you nervous.
Gappy does have like aggressive gaps in knowledge. I feel like Gappy's one of those people who, if he took one different tour, like one different turn in life, one different detour maybe, if things fell into place just a little bit differently, he would be like one of the strongest Asmongold moderators. Do you know what I mean? Because there is so much about him that falls right in place for like the Asmongold side of the internet, but then he's like simultaneously way too functional for that. Aggressive gaps in knowledge. It's true though, it's true.
This, but I got a 36 on my ACT.
Oh, Gappy. Okay, I wanna, I've got some clippable fucking brain rot for you, alright? So this is what my Twitter's like for some reason, alright? I don't know why this comes across my feed, but I'm just scrolling through Twitter like I do usually, and I come across this. And it says, praying this is AI, and if it is ew, who TF would generate this, and if it's not, this is horrifically sad and laughing at it is kinda fucked up. And then this is the video that this person's talking about.
They're using him out. Oh
Nice and slow, keep it level, watch the sill.
Cable good up top.
Woo! Hold it, grab the rail!
Got him. Secondary strap coming
Jesus.
on.
What do you mean, if this is AI? Which part about this made you feel like this could in fact be happening in real life right outside of someone's window? And so I keep scrolling down and I see this person made a follow-up saying, okay, I was not expecting such extreme ableism at a post that was made out of pure empathy. And I was thinking to myself, there is a really good saying for situations like this, and is that it's important to keep an open mind, but not so open that your fucking brain falls out your head. What do you mean, place of pure empathy? Bro, this is the most AI video to have AI'd on Twitter on the 4th of January as per the timestamp, and you're confused if this is real. You should look, I say this with peace and love, okay? You can probably make it out of the hellhole. But I say this with peace and love, especially in the age of AI evolving. If you can't tell that this was fake, I don't know if it's in your best interest to stay on the internet. Or at the very least, not on Twitter. It's a parable? One, do you mean a parody, or did you mean to say a parable? Are you into inflation? No, it's one of the weirdest fetishes ever, but it also is one of the most fun fetishes ever, because if you've got normie friends, and they know that you're kind of fucked up, you can bait them into Googling sonic inflation by bringing up the term when talking about economy, and they will Google it. And they will not do it in incognito, and they will click on Google Graphics if you tell them to, and they will have to see. And I think that's very fun. This is definitely someone's fetish. Probably, yes. Ableism towards a non-existent person. Now, to be fair, you can be ableist towards someone that, like, someone that doesn't exist, right? Because you can still hit real existing people with a ricochet, but come on, dude. What are we doing here? How can you be they're taking her out of what appears to be a hole in the wall with the size of at least 4 windows. They're using a crane to do it. The person doesn't have legs, and they look just pancaked on some kind of a portable bed, a part of the ladder. I don't know what this is. And you're in here entertaining the idea that this might just be real. Hey Ruby, how you doing, love? The questioning of whoever generated it was right, but holy shit, they're a dumbo. Yeah, obviously, look, I don't get why people generate this shit. This is why RAM went up in price, by the way. RAM is now about 4 to 5 times more expensive than it was, so that people can generate shit like this. Like, come on. I'll make it bigger for you guys, just so that... I know, well, if I do this, it gets all fucky, so I can't do that for you, sadly. But it's so very obviously AI. I'll crop it differently later when I'm making a short or something with it. Okay, you did mean a parable. Okay, I take it back. I take it back one. They use cranes for very fat people. Not like this. Not like any of this. Come on. I don't. It's just being on Twitter nowadays is just a fucking experience and a half. I'll tell you that much. Speaking of experiences on Twitter, there is a trendy thing happening in the VTuber spaces right now, and it's this. So somebody posted a still image from Disney's Tangled. I'm pretty sure this is Tangled, right? This is Flynn from Tangled. I know my Disney shit. With the caption saying, got an opinion about VTubing that would get you like this? Question mark. And then this person, Noir, Bad Fox, says, hot take. The VTuber community preaches diversity and inclusion non-stop, but it's a total echo chamber left-wing, super progressive views get endless claps and collabs, while anything right of center or even moderate conservative instantly triggers hate mobs, cancellations, and no collab lists. Real friends and the healthy scenes should let VTubers have wildly different political opinions without torturing relationships. Grow up. True diversity means tolerating views you disagree with, not demanding everyone thinks the same. And it's the same person who was talking about how they can't get a collab because of their slightly right-leaning political takes. And the slightly right-leaning political takes are constantly typing being trans is mentally retarded over and over and over again, which is kind of norm for Twitter nowadays, I feel like. And saying, I like my nanas, Chinese like my bitches, not black ass hard R N-word. But remember, it's if you have slightly to the right views, then this is people will just, the hate mob will come after you, trying to cancel you. Do you know what I miss about the old internet? I miss when racist people were racist and they knew that they're racist and they were perfectly fine with saying, hell yeah, I am racist, fuck you. And then you could fight them on it, and it was a knife fight, but it was like everyone knew where they're standing. Nowadays, you've got these grifter fuckwits like Noir here, who is clearly a piece of shit, but she also wants to be the little boo-boo. Like, she didn't do anything bad. She's just on the internet saying things, you know? How could you not want to collab with this lovely person? Just, I don't, it's just pathetic. Own what you are. You are a piece of shit. There are a lot of people out there who would like you for this and will probably support you for this. But why are you trying to play like you're some kind of a centrist? Like, bro. I don't get it, the banana one. She's saying, I like my bananas Chinese, like my bitches, as in yellow, right? The banana's supposed to be yellow, not black, like black people, right? Except it's the hard RN word. She's just saying that she likes her bananas ripe and not when they go bad. Which is just, it's, I don't know why these people insist on being fucking weirdos. And then it's not even like, if you wanted to do this, you do you. I probably wouldn't have even come across this on my feed because I just, this is obviously a fucking idiot. But it's the audacity to be a little bitch about it as well. Here is my hot take. VTubers play too much into the lolly looks and it's very creepy. Everyone who watches a VTuber that looks underage or acts like a kid should get investigated and those VTubers cancelled. The fact that those VTubers aren't cancelled is insane to me and we fail as a society. I feel like if you don't like lolly VTubers, you can just not watch them. Because to be fair, there is a huge number of VTubers who aren't lolicons and who aren't lollies, right? If anything, lolly, even within VTubing industry, seems like just a loud minority. If your views and your political views are targeting my other friends, you'll never be my friend. It's, I mean, it really is as simple as that, isn't it, Amonax? Oh, okay. Thank you, Cheedo. This is gonna be, I don't know if Cheedo's in here. I don't know if Cheedo is in chat, listening, watching. But Asmongold have a, hold on, I need to check this whole thing out. Cheedo, are you here? If you're here, can you let me know if I can watch the video from JW Redacted about this ice shooting, or if that's gonna have some, Or if that's got some shit on there that I can't. Cottontail, my beloved. Dude, Cotton is unironically so fucking cool as far as VTubers go. She seems... But do you know what it is about Cottontail? Cotton seems like just a cool person who is a VTuber, right? Because vast majority of... That's the other thing, right? Shit, I need to pull something up. I have... So, I want to show you something. Bear with me 2 seconds though, because I need to go into my YouTube studio for it, because it's in... Well, technically I didn't have to. I can just... I need to find a short of mine specifically. How... There we go. I'll bring this over here. A while ago... So a while ago, about... Sorry, let me try and restart that. Speaking of VTubers, a while ago I made a short about Soluminati talking about Iron Mouse, right? He made like a whole series of statements, spoke for about 40 minutes if I remember correctly about Iron Mouse, and he said a bunch of things that make no fucking sense whatsoever. So I made a short poking fun at him about it, and in that short it's pretty clear if you watch it that my take, broadly speaking, is that Soluminati's talking about something that he has no comprehension of, because he's basing his entire idea of what VTubing is not only based off of one VTuber, in that case Iron Mouse, in one very specific environment that is already not very like VTuber-esque, because it was to do with streamer awards, and a whole bunch of just misinformation in his head. But I didn't do a good job with this video because I didn't nail down just how misinformed his take is. And you can see that if you scroll through the comments, the vast majority of comments are saying like, bro, you didn't understand what he was asking. You didn't understand what he was saying. He wasn't asking this, he was asking that. And then I've understood that these people don't know what VTubers are at all. They think that Iron Mouse is playing a character, and when the stream is over, the entire character's pushed aside and you've got a whole different person now. Which, even setting aside the fact that she's mostly bedridden and these people being like weirdly fucking creepy out her private life, a lot of people don't understand that the like vast majority at this point of VTubers are not playing a character. They might be playing it up for stream a little bit, like other streamers do, to be fair. This isn't VTuber exclusive, but they're just themselves with an avatar in front of them, right? So you are talking to the person, it's just they're behind an avatar. And these people seem to be under the impression that it's like play acting, essentially. Like what actors do in movies almost, where whenever Iron Mouse goes live, she is the character Iron Mouse and there's nothing from the person in that character. And on the note of you bringing up Cottontail, Cotton seems like a really cool person who happens to be a VTuber. So when you watch her, you get a really cool vibe because you're not watching somebody who is a VTuber for the sake of being a VTuber, if that makes sense. Not that there's anything necessarily wrong with that, but she's just a cool person who happens to be a VTuber. I like Cotton quite a lot. She's just such a cool person. I've been busy syncing up the 2 bystander vids. Thank you, Cheeto. As soon as you've got that, hit me up with it. And what I'll do is accidentally misclick on you having finished and open up my wrong browser. But that's not a problem because I've got a beast of a computer now, which means that I can simply download it. Let me resume some anime tunes, because Cheeto, am I okay to play that whole fucker on stream? Okay, we've got the footage for the ice video. Cheeto synced it. There's going to be 2 perspectives here, I believe. So let's watch. Okay, so you've got the... this is the person I... Correct me, Cheeto, if at any point I start chatting wham, please correct me. This is the person I believe who's blocking the road, and I think this is... You can hear them shouting, get the fuck out of the way. Actually, let's watch it in full first, and we'll do a redo with commentary. Just realized you can't see both perspectives here very well. Let me move the video a little bit. Shit, hold on. Okay, there is one way for me to get this done. Gonna disable this, gonna disable this, gonna disable this very briefly.
No!
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Dude, what the fuck?
What the fuck did you do? You are fucking criminals! You're fucking criminals! What the fuck? What the fuck? What the actual fuck? You are fucking insane! What did you do? You! Shame! 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 Shame!
I need to... hold on, we need to... what the fuck? Okay, so she's in here, and she's blocking the road. Somebody went around her. This is presumably a civilian, which, at the very least, makes it abundantly clear that it is, in fact, possible to go around her. Okay, so ICE pulls up. ICE walks out the vehicle. They walk up to her. Start pulling the handle immediately. Classic. No attempt at... Just no attempt at anything that would be possibly fucking seen as de-escalation or communication or anything at all. Nope, just immediately pulling the handle. She pulls back. Yeah, this dude is fucking insane. Did you just... The moment... So she's driving back, he's in front of the car. The moment she starts driving forward, he pulls his gun and starts fucking blasting. What is he gonna try and say? That he felt threatened because she started driving forward and he was in front of a car? The thing is as well, hold on, between the moment he... you can see the wheels, you can see the wheel is turned, right? She's not trying to drive into the dude. If that was the intention, he's on her left, he's on the left of the car. If she wanted to drive into him, she wouldn't be turning a car. She starts driving further to the side of the dude, and now the first shot is fired. And he shoots 3 times. Why aren't these people in jail? They should be, Kathy. They should... I'll be honest with you. There should be more happening here than just jail, okay? There is, I'm trying to understand what the what the game plan here is from this dude. But all the others are so quiet. I feel like there should be a bigger outreach from people aside from the lady filming. Amanax, I feel almost the opposite. I feel like I applaud the bravery of the lady, but if I was on scene like this, I don't think I'd be saying shit. I'd be like, we have to understand that there is a civilian who's doing some kind of a blockade. I have no idea what the fuck's happening. I can see the civilian trying to drive away, and then a random fucking ICE agent puts 3 shells in her head. I'm not saying anything. recording, if possible, and then leaving straight after. I've got a fucking family to come back home to, and I've just witnessed an ICE agent empowered by the United States government who's not going to see any consequences for this behavior as far as I'm concerned, who's being given more and more disproportionate power, who I don't even know if he's wearing his fucking vest cam, kill a civilian. I'm not saying a fucking word because I'm terrified that if a 6-foot bald dude starts yelling at the ICE agent, they're gonna fucking kill me. I applaud the lady being brave enough to start, like, to walk up to him and keep recording. I sure as fuck wouldn't have the bravery to do that. Okay, we've got a, we've got the... Trisha McLaughlin. Today, ICE officers in Minneapolis were conducting target operations when rioters began blocking ICE officers, and one of these violent rioters weaponized her vehicle, attempting to run over our law enforcement officers in an attempt to kill them. An act of domestic terrorism. These people need to be prosecuted. These people need to be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. Trisha McLaughlin needs to end up in fucking jail. An ICE officer, fearing for his life, the lives of his fellow law enforcement, and the safety of the public, fired defensive shots. He used this training and saved his own life and that of his fellow officers. The alleged perpetrator was hit and is deceased. The ICE officers who were hurt are expected to make full recoveries. We're yet to see any of them being hurt, to be fair. This is the direct consequence of constant attacks and demonization of our officers by sanctuary politicians who fuel and encourage rampant assault on our law enforcement. These men and women who are simply enforcing the law on the books are facing 1,300% increase in assaults against them and an 8,000% increase in death threats. This is an evolving situation and we'll give the public more information as soon as it becomes available. This person is fucking insane. This ICE agent is insane. This is what I mean. See, Amanax, this is what I meant earlier. Like, he killed that woman and everyone's playing defense for him. The government has his back. And here we've got a very important clarification. Destiny quote tweeted the video saying this is the type of stuff that people like at Asmongold are cheering on, and Asmongold clarified, yeah, rip bozo. They told her to get out of the car and then she put it in reverse and tried to run over an officer and drive away. Comply with police and don't try to run them over. This angle shows it better. So Asmongold, you know, being a vapid fucking shell of a man, given that there is no love in his life now from anyone ever since his parents have both died, there is no warmth in the house of Asmongold whatsoever, being the vapid soulless husk of a human being, is cheering this on. Because we don't have heightened expectations when it comes to agents, we don't have standards when it comes to ICE. There can be 6 agents surrounding your car, and if you try and drive away, which we can all agree you probably shouldn't try and do that, right? That's not a difficult thing to agree on. But if you try and drive away, they're gonna fucking kill you. They've got your license, they've got your registration, they've got the car that you're in. They could very easily find out who you are as soon as this is over, but they don't have to, because they can kill you and they will be protected federally by the government, and then they'll be cheered on by the biggest political streamer on the Western Hemisphere at the very least, Asmongold. I feel like I was misunderstood, but okay, good. No, Amanax, I wasn't, I didn't think you were saying anything, like, even remotely bad. For what it's worth, to my understanding, you were just saying that you're surprised the other people in the crowd weren't also shouting shame. I'm just saying, I'm not surprised, because I'd be fearing for my life if I was in their position. Absolutely unhinged take from Asmongold. You have to be a genuinely... That's the thing, though. I've spoken about this before. Now, it might feel a little bit parasocial. Maybe I'm reading into things a little bit too much. At the end of the day, I don't know Asmongold at all. But it feels like he just has no love in his life whatsoever. His entire life currently is going live, watching unhinged internet shit, being cheered on by unhinged internet people, ordering food, eating that food, not cleaning after himself, watching more unhinged online content, signing out, going to sleep, waking up the next day, repeating the entire process. There is nothing in his life, to my understanding, as of right now, that tethers him to something that could be vaguely misinterpreted as a regular, everyday sort of grass-touching life and experience. I remember when what was it? Was it when he was saying that Palestinians are subhumans that deserve to be genocided, when his dad called him and his dad was like, yo, Zach, you've got to calm down. You've got to think. Like, what the fuck are you doing? What is happening to you? You got to find some love in your life. And then Asmongold apologized shortly thereafter because he spoke to his dad. His dad gave him new perspective, the only perspective that he probably had in his life, from somebody who seems to be a more functional human being that loves him, and Asmongold felt like he should correct course. His dad is now dead, his mum is dead, he's got nobody like that left in his life, so he's not correcting course, and I don't think he ever will correct course again. Can we see the angle? He shows whatever the fuck he's saying. It shows, this is, I believe, the angle that we've just watched, Amanax. Because this is the video that Cheetah was putting together with the other one that Destiny was talking about. Over here, if a police officer or any officer uses a firearm, it has to be in the presence of another person using their own firearm against them. In America, it doesn't, though. In America, you can just do shit. Where is the reversing to hit them rhetorical? Oh, I'll show you exactly where it is, right? Because this is because he's an unhinged fucking maniac. I'll show you what it is, because that's why. See, I fucking knew that these cunts will try and make it sound this bit right here. They walk up to her and they're presumably telling her to get the fuck out of her vehicle. That's why this dude is pulling by the handle straight away. She, now I'm reading into this because I'm not hearing I'm not hearing the voices here. I'm not hearing the back and forth. I'm not hearing them giving commands, which I probably should be hearing. She drives back, right? This dude walks in front of a car, or he was already... I'm not clear if he was already on the side or whatever. She pulls back. This person puts his hand inside the car. She then starts driving forward, but she's driving to the side. You can see she's not trying to drive into the ICE officer. She's trying to drive away. And there doesn't appear to be anyone else, any other ICE officer here, so her entire right-hand side is clear. She just needs to get out of this dude's way, and that's what she appears to be doing. And then he puts 3 bullets in her.
No! No! Shit! Oh my fucking god!
The best part about this is that if she wanted to hit him, she would have. Because he was right in front of a car right here. If she wanted to hit him, she'd be swerving to the left and not to the right. Not swerving, turning, sorry. She'd be turning to the left and not to the right. But hey, he felt a little bit threatened. He felt like 4 men around her with firearms where just the risk was too high. You know? So obviously the only correct course of action is to murder her. What else are you gonna do? Like, what kind of expectations are we putting on these brave ICE fucking heroes?
I can't with these.
Dynasty Chad, she literally hit him with her car. No, she didn't. And the officer responded lightning quick. Is it a bad look? Yes. Is it also justified? Yes. If somebody is standing in front of your car and you punch the gas, that's attempted murder objectively. No one can defend this shit.
People trying to call this a murder and all that shit. well, hey, maybe they shouldn't be in front of the car. The thing is that you're never gonna convince these people that it's not, okay? Like, it doesn't... I can't with these people trying to call this a murder and all that shit. Well, hey, maybe they shouldn't be in front of the car. The thing is...
Yeah, the ICE agent maybe shouldn't have been in front of the car. Maybe it's like... Plus, again, I will say it again. Like I said a second ago, she wouldn't have hit the ICE agent. We saw her turning.
Is that you're never gonna convince...
If the roles were reversed and the ICE agent was... driving and he would have wanted to run over a protester, would the protester shooting the agent dead be justified in their eyes, I wonder? Goro, you and I, my friend, both know the answer to that question. I can almost hear Nuxtaku and Kershaw laughing and gooning at that video. Most probably, yeah. They have to, right? They've built their entire audiences on it. Neither of these two people is actually allowed to disagree with Asmongold. I'm pretty sure that Kershaw, with how... of everything I've seen about how focused on monetization and finances Kershaw is and how she plays her audience to, like, milk the most out of them, I'm pretty sure she's one of the only people in existence who'd be willing to suck Asmongold's rotting dick in exchange for the kind of a career boost that guarantees. And in a way, she already has gotten from Asmongold supporting her. These people are unhinged.
Convince these people that it's not, okay? Like, it doesn't matter. The only thing you have to do is crush them. You crush them completely. You never go, like, after you say, basically after you run one of them over, right? Or you shoot one of them for trying to run you over, then you victory lap around it and you send in more people and you do it even more. That's the only solution. That you're never going to win these people over. You're never going to explain it to them. You're never going to be like, oh, well, why won't you see my point of view? Because they don't want to. Why not just shoot the tires? So that way you make the car unsafe and some other innocent bystander can get hurt indiscriminately because the person didn't follow the law?
I'm sure that was the thought process.
Nah, bro,
Hell
you shoot
yeah.
him right in the fucking face.
Is he calling for killing us? Yes, explicitly so. Asmongold has been doing this for a while. That's why I keep saying that if Democrats manage to win the midterms, they need to impeach Donny, and as soon as there is a Democratic president, all of these people need to be prosecuted to the maximum extent that the law allows. Yes, Asmongold, you have to... That's the thing. That's why I'm saying the civility politics have not been working for a while, and they will not work. Asmongold wants people like you dead. He wants people like me dead. Asmongold would literally be joyfully giggling in his chair if fucking US bombers flew above our houses right now and randomly just dropped bombs on us. He would be joyful if he could just for one moment watch the fucking evil people of the left fucking choke on their blood. He wants half of his country fucking murdered in the streets because he is fucking insane. Problem men like Asmongold and other grifters is that they don't just believe in values, but also think you shouldn't believe in them because they think that everyone's is like them. Ultimately, these people just believe themselves to be like the absolute objective, like correct, good people, and everyone else is the evil baddie. There is no law with these people. There are no structures with these people. There is just murdering your opposition. It's tribalism. It's like the most raw version of tribalism, and it needs to be eliminated root and stem. People unironically keep posting that corny image of they want to see you dead and your kids blah blah blah. They fight. Yeah, they do, Goro. Yeah, that's been a huge thing in the online right. Sorry for writing like I'm having a stroke. I just realized that. To be fair, buddy, I understand what you're saying. Worst part is that Asmon is just one of the many thousands or maybe a few million who are like him in the USA with more or less functionality. He is the biggest political streamer in the world, though. Like, he is the king of retards. He wants you to kill in his name. Quite literally, I'm pretty sure that out of all the things that could maybe move his dick, like he still has any feeling down there, would be if a random fucking Asmongold viewer broke into a fucking 4-bedroom house of a Democrat family and just slit their throats in the dead of night. Maybe that would get Asmongold excited, because evil people need to be killed. He is insane. He has been for a while.
They said to stop the car. They said not to do this. They said to get out, and she's walking around driving around. What are you talking about? Absolutely not. You shoot him right in the fucking head. That's it. Aim for the legs. Yeah, bro. Aim for the legs. Oh my God. Some of these people not thinking about this at all, bro. In a vehicle, from what I saw. I mean, barely, maybe.
And I will say, just to reiterate, because I'm harping on the fact that he's a fucking cave troll, the only reason he has this perspective is because he doesn't leave the house. If Asmongold left the house like you and I do, if Asmongold spent 8 hours around regular everyday people, if Asmongold had a job that has you interact with anyone that is remotely fucking resembling a normal person, he would know that those people make stupid fucking decisions, they panic, they argue with authority when they shouldn't, and they very much fuck up in face of danger in a way that makes it even more dangerous. That is precisely why the law enforcement has higher threshold of what kind of expectations we put on them. That's why they have extra training. That's why they're supposed to be ready with a variety of de-escalation methods, because regular people are fucking stupid. He sounds like religious, racist, queerophobic influencers, but his audience is so much broader than most of them. That's the thing, Alanax. I don't know how broad his audience is anymore.
Barely got away. And yeah, he pulled the gun on her and he shot her. Yeah, the thing is, like, how is it even that close? Like, even if you think that, like, that's what happened, what are you talking about? They told her to get out of the car. She almost ran him over. Are you gonna...
To be clear, she didn't come close to running them over. At the speed that she's at, with how she's turning to the side, with how there is nobody to her right, she's not even close to running anyone over. Like, come on, dude. What are we talking about here? You can literally... I've showed you the wheels. We can see that she is making a stupid decision by trying to drive away, obviously, but you can see there is... So... What is she doing? There are ICE agents to her left, right? And the two to her right, or one to her right. We'll see in a sec. The one that shoots her is somewhere out there. She turns back. There is nobody here. No! Stops, right? There is one dude in front of her car now. The dude is on the left. The wheels turn to the right, and she tries to avoid him. What do you think this person's trying to do? Run him over, but ever so gently? Give him a fucking love tap with the wheel? What is the strategy here if she's trying to run him over?
Expect somebody to make, you know, a decision like that in 1/10 of a second whenever somebody's, like, actively basically trying to run him over. If somebody did this to an average person and they shot him, I'd say rip bozo. The fact is, this is just what happens. They told her to get out of the car. Did she get out of the car? No, she didn't.
Wait, I'm sorry. What? If a random person... what the fuck did he just say? Is he stupid? If you've got a random person who walks up to another random person and tells them to get the fuck out of the car and start pulling the handle, and the driver starts driving away, and the one who's walking up to them pulls out a gun and shoots them, you'd blame the driver? Since fucking when in the United States of America can a random ass citizen walk up to you and make you get out of the car, and if you try and drive away and die in the process of doing that, that's your fault? Libs of TikTok, parentheses, sorry, has a third angle. It scares me how normal in his head just straight up shooting someone is. I think my European brain will never comprehend it. It's not even the European brain, strictly speaking. It's the fact that he wants these people to die. He gets off on it. This is the video the Democrats don't want you to see, bro. Which part don't the Democrats want you to see? He's leaning. He's fine. There is no damage to him. If she wanted to drive into him, she wouldn't be going right, would she? These people are insane. These people are genuinely fucking mental. Also, because it's Libs of TikTok, obligatory mention of the fact that she posed with a folder called Epstein Files, and she hasn't spoken a fucking word about it since then. Jesus Christ, these people are insane. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think there is a normal solution to this. Because what would be the normal solution? Like, imagine... Like, I don't know. Can somebody... Like, what is the... let's say that we want to return to normalcy, right? What is the... How do we do that? How do we accomplish that? How is that going to get done? So, we'd need Democrats to win the midterms, right? Obviously, that's a fucking... That's a non-starter. That is obviously... If that doesn't happen, then there's nothing. It's just that has to happen to begin with. Once the Democrats win the midterm, they would need to impeach Trump. Assuming that then happens, you'd need Trump to actually become impeached, right? Because he's doing a whole bunch of shit right now that is not compliant with the law, and he doesn't seem to give a fuck because he seems to have like legal immunity. But let's say that somehow that happens as well. You'd need a Democrat to win the next presidential race. And when that happens, you'd need that Democrat to then start, what, going after these people using the, like, all the powers that he has, legally speaking. But then if you do that, then their entire fucking prosecution complex just grows more rampant. And at that point, you're dealing with the same shit that we're dealing with right now, because these people will never accept defeat. Like, they want to. It's insane. The thing that is insane to me, and it always has been, is that when the Democrats are in charge, you've got some people, I'd say, on the... some people who are like tankies, I suppose, who probably want all the Republicans dead, right? I remember some of the old Vorsh clips. And you know what? Fair enough if you want to hate those people. I hardly blame you, right? Seems to be a sensible thing to do, really. If I was in your position, I'd probably hate them too. But so you've got these tankies, but none of the actual Democrats that are in the office are a threat to you. None of the actual Democrats, they're not trying to pass any laws to do any of this shit. They're not trying to, like, they're not really doing anything. Look at how fucking impotent the prosecution of Trump was, and there was actual evidence of him doing unhinged shit. The judge that presided over the Jean E. Carroll case literally went and clarified that Donald Trump is a rapist, and his entire fan base cheers him on and doesn't believe that he did the bad. So whatever legal powers that Democrats do try and push into, like, use against the Republicans, they keep failing with. It goes nowhere. So all you've got is the Republicans doing whatever the fuck they want, right? The Democrats, even if the Democrats are in charge, there isn't like any real threat to them. And the tankies have no fucking pull on the Democratic Party. And then you get the Republicans in charge, and it's not the equivalent of their far right wanting you dead. It's the mainstream politicians. The QAnoners are not just people on a forum. They're actual politicians. What are you supposed to do about that? If you're a leftist in America and you have values such that you won't, like, suddenly change all of your politics, what are you supposed to do? How am I supposed to get in there? It says closed by device, but I've got the key. I thought this is where the key's for. Is it not? Oh, we done tomb key. Did I go the wrong way? Was I supposed to go up there? I was under the impression that it's up here. Oh, maybe it's the other... Maybe it's the other way. I'll see. Some people act like the agent did a fucking split-second Souls-like dodge to avoid the car. He moved out of the way when she backed up because she was fixing her direction, and she was clearly not trying to run him over. It's ridiculous to propose that she was. You'd have to be a leftist to see the problems that these people cause. Yeah, but the issue is that they want the leftists dead, right? Because that's the... Like, that's the big problem that we're dealing with. Oh, well, actually, I don't know. I was gonna... I say that, but to be fair, they weren't chanting "Hang the Tankies" in fucking on January 6th, 2021. They were chanting "Hang Mike Pence." Right? They wanted him dead. Insane. I don't know. I just fucking stay strong, my American buddies. Stay strong. Fuck. Thanks for the hydration, Redeem. Let me take a quick sip. I am yapping today. Awful times ahead of us. Awful times. China has basically received the green light to do as they will with Taiwan. I mean, every other superpower is doing it. Which also, can we just appreciate how China's always portrayed as the big bad, right? And they are bad, right? Don't let fucking tankies fool you over just because there's a lot of bad shit happening with the other superpowers right now. But China's being like portrayed as this big bad, and currently it ain't fucking China that's invading everyone everywhere and trying to take over. Actually, to be fair, they are invading quite a lot. But it's America that's like actually fucking doing unhinged shit in Venezuela. It's America that's saying they want to buy Greenland. It's Russia that's attacking Ukraine. You should watch my dog video. What's your dog video, Doctor? What I hope for is that this is like the civil rights movement, a civil war before it. I'm very turbulent and bad to live through, but ultimately the good guys win. I'd fucking hope so. It's just a very worrying period, Unix. Do you know what my actual, like, one of my biggest frustration is, unironically? My biggest frustration, so we can all talk about America being bad right now, and it's a worthy conversation, don't get me wrong. But the reality is that I'm European. I'm rather insulated from a lot of the shit that happens in America. Not all of it, but a decent chunk of it doesn't bother me here. I'm insulated from a lot of what happens in China, right? The unhinged shit that they're doing to Uyghur Muslims, for example, that doesn't affect me at all. It never will. I mean, eventually China can do something to affect me, but currently it's like I'm fairly insulated. What Russia's doing is a significantly bigger danger, but even from that, like, it's not happening to me directly. It's happening to my neighbor, right? So there is still like the little cope going on there. But the thing is, I'm just a random fucking dude VTuber on stream talking to you about random fucking political shit that's happening in the world, and I have no power to do anything anywhere in any meaningful manner. The European Union is full of politicians who do this for a living, and for the last decade and a half, 2 fucking decades, they've done nothing to establish us as a body that can actually protect itself if shit goes badly. Like European Union, like, don't get me wrong, we have defensive capabilities, but European Union currently is known as the we are monitoring the situation, thoughts and prayers are being sent stat kinds of guy. We by now, with everything that's happening in the world, there should be a European Union army. We should be ready for when this shit inevitably gets worse, and we're not. Not only are we not, is that motherfucker got a shotgun? Have I just yeeted myself off the... Fuck me. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to talk about that, chat. Like, at this point, if America wanted to fuck off and NATO was to no longer exist, China wouldn't probably do anything here. They've got too much shit going on over there domestically, but Russia would absolutely start doing their fucking gay ops. And the European Union's not ready to deal with any of them. We might be able to hold them off militarily. Well, to be fair, it's not that we might be. We would be able to hold them off militarily, absolutely. Russia's sort of established itself as a bit of a laughingstock currently in terms of their combat capabilities. But, like, what about all the other kinds of warfare that we're dealing with? What about all of the AI shit? What about the fact that we've literally... I've told you guys about this, right? We spoke about it. There was a whole thing where attractive women on TikTok were telling Polish people that it's time to leave the European Union and to be more Eurosceptic, and the women weren't real. They were AI. EU spent all the money on welfare. No, but they didn't. That's the thing. See, that's what... Some retards think that that's what happened, that all of that money went to fucking free hospitals and free universities and a grand socialism fucking that can't defend itself. No, it didn't. Do you know how much of that shit went on corrupt dickwads that should be fucking executed for betraying their nations? In Minecraft or something. Bro, in the UK... higher education isn't free. I'm paying back my student loans. I ain't got shit for free. Why is this dude up here? I feel like that should have been a counter. Have you heard that UK officially stopped sharing their international intelligence with the USA after Venezuela? I haven't heard about that, but I'm not surprised. What about the plan to be the king? Well, no, if I took over Poland, I'd fix everything here stat. It's just like, realistically, it's going to be fucking rough to get that done, innit? I've currently got, what, 10 live viewers? Yeah, I don't think I've got the numbers to take over Poland. Now, I did give myself a 10-year timeline. 7 TV global emotes are back to normal versions. I think it's time to switch ours back. I would keep ours for now, honestly, Chido. It's 7th of January, okay? A lot of people don't even have their Christmas trees down yet. I think it's way too early to let go. Let us feel the goodness of Christmas, Chido, okay? Let us feel the goodness of Christmas. Don't take the little bit of happiness away from us that we've got, man. How much friendly fragging do you think would occur if America issued mandatory drafts? A lot, but America wouldn't have to do that. America's got enough technology and enough insane people, like zealous lunatics type of insane, I mean, to not have to do any of that shit. Like, you guys remember the video that we've watched about Palantir, right? There is, like, Europe is so absurdly behind on this shit that I don't think America would have to draft at all to pick us apart. As of right now, America has a lot of support in the European Union. And when I say America, I mean specifically MAGA Republicans, right? Donald Trump specifically has a lot of support in the European Union. I'm not even entirely convinced that we would have a unified Europe standing against him if there was a threat. I'm pretty sure that we would have significant political presence wanting to... What do you mean locked? Where am I supposed... Oh, D, where you at? Where am I supposed to go in here? Because this is locked. I thought it's what I've got the key for. Opens the gate that blocks the tomb of... I killed the blood-starved beast. Where do I go next? So EU as a whole coming in to defend a small country, we'll see. I don't know, man. I don't know. But that's the thing that breaks my heart as well, because I know that if, let's say that Russia attacked Poland, I know that there'd be countries that would immediately respond, right? Because when the drone situation happened, there were countries that immediately responded. But I don't know if they all would. I can actually think of quite a few of them that wouldn't. EU army is a bad idea, mainly due to German politics, bureaucracy, and how shit their logistics are. But Germany wouldn't be in charge of it. I would be in charge of it. I would be in charge of the EU army. And bro, the logistics wouldn't be shit, okay? The logistics would be golden. Where is that, Docu? Doctor, we're not watching that video, okay? It's the same one you've linked last time. On a day when I'm less all over the place, sure. Got to unify Eurasia back, especially because I really want to go to China and Thailand. The issue that you've got is that any thought of... If, let's say, it was hypothetically possible to to extend like alliances in that way, not only would that anger Russia further, it would anger China as well, I feel like. And we don't even have the bit of the European Union that is in the European Union isn't fucking unified. Let alone extending it beyond that. Yo, where is the doll? I want to level up. Actually, I don't have to talk to the doll to level up anymore. I keep forgetting that, but now that she's not here, I'm sort of curious where the fuck she went. I don't know. I'm just mildly concerned about the future. I think I'm mostly frustrated because the little bits of power that I do have on a day-to-day basis are dwindling in a lot of ways. I always thought... So, it's probably what keeps me grounded, to be honest with you. But I always thought to myself that, like, you know how you've got these people who will often talk to you about, like, all sorts of troubles that they're going through? And I mean streamers as well, but just regular people as well. And usually when they talk about it, it kind of goes, that, like, they've got private issues and then they've got like work issues on top of it, if that makes sense. So it's like double bad, and then one feeds into the other, and it sort of like creates a cycle that's very fucky to go through. I don't have that. I'm really happy with my day-to-day, but the work shit annoys the living fucking shit out of me, and the work shit fuels the helplessness that is more to do with how like cooked the European Union is in many different ways. I don't know. I guess I'm just looking forward to... I'm just going to focus on positives. I'm looking forward to being married. I'm looking forward to no longer calling... It took me ages to stop calling my girlfriend and start calling her my fiancé. I used to have to... there were people in chat who'd correct me. And now in a couple of months, I'm going to be calling her my wife. Do you know, I imagine it's going to take me a hot fucking minute to get used to that. The only EU countries that are ready or will be ready for war are Sweden, Finland, Poland, Spain, Italy, and kind of sort of France. The others will be meaningless. In an ideal world... Okay, is this... This is Tomb of Eden. I have a key. Key to the gate that blocks the Tomb of Eden. Okay, so if I go to the Tomb of Eden, there should be a fucking gate somewhere in here that I can open with a key that I've obtained, and this is presumably the next area I should go to. Wife sounds so much better than Jonna too. I kind of like the sound of Jonna. I do like the sound of... Wait, no, I got the key. This is not the key, right? I got this key off of this boss here. I am so confused as to where the fuck I'm supposed to go. I just say partner. Partner's okay, but partner's kind of like we're not Western cowboys, you know what I mean? And I refer to my fiancé as partner a lot, but I would like to use different words. Church of the Good Chalice. I'll just go to the very last warp, and we'll go from here. Maybe I am supposed to be fighting these big fuckers that are around here. Maybe I was just doing a bad job earlier, but this is where I'm supposed to be. This right here. Wait, no, not this right here. It's the other one. This is where I fought the boss. Just give her a pet name. Oh, we have a ton of pet names, but I like to keep that separate from streaming. I'm definitely not meant to go here. Maybe I should Google. Hold on. I'll literally fucking Google this, because I can't be fucked to run in circles here. I want to provide content for you lot. Bloodborne. Where to after Blood-Starved Beast? Because I think that was the last fucker I killed. Go to the Cathedral Ward and open the gate. Okay, but I was at the gate just now, and there was fuck all for me to open there. Head to the Cathedral Ward from the Eden Chapel lamp. Go right through the newly opened door and explore the area to find a healing church workshop for key items and shortcuts. Okay, to go to the right. But I did. I went through here and we got to a door that was closed. Did you fight Vicar Amelia already? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I didn't, no. I think Blood-Starved Beast was the last boss that I fought. I call mine's Butrushka, but she doesn't know Polish and she thinks it's something cute. Well, no, mine knows Polish, so that wouldn't work. Call her a boba on stream. If you, to those of you who were here for my, not my last subathon, but the one that I did before that, the one I did ages ago, you've sort of met her in a roundabout way because she was singing Pregnant Sonic with me. Do you remember? That's a sentence. There is a song called Pregnant Sonic, and I like singing, but I'm very shy. I have terrible stage fright, like aggressively so. I'm not able to sing if anyone's listening, even if I'm like, I'm entirely anonymous. You have no fucking idea what I look like. You don't see my face, and yet I'm still unable to get past the stage fright. And I've tried. I made several attempts. I don't have that with literally anything else in my life, but singing is like such a massive fucking block in my brain that no matter what I do, I cannot get over it. But I promised that I would sing Pregnant Sonic in my previous subathon. And because I'm a man of my word, to some extent, because there are other promises that I haven't quite kept up with. I'm kind of a man of, because I'm kind of a man of my word. Fuck. I got my fiance to sing alongside with me, and that made it kind of easier, because there were two voices now. Do a karaoke night with me. Beans. Which part of terrible stage fright that I cannot get over did you fail to understand in the little monologue that I've done a second ago, my friend? Also, how you doing, Beans? Sing Bakamitai. I tried. That was your suggestion ages ago, wasn't it? Oh, okay, I thought I... Fuck me. You just said you sang with your girlfriend? Yeah, but that's different, okay? To be fair, she started and I kind of just joined in. It wasn't good, though. That's what I mean. Okay, so we got to the door again. And it's locked. Oh, hold on. I might have goofed. Instead of going down, I think maybe, instead of going up, maybe I was supposed to have gone down. Maybe that's the fuck up here. I think I think I've got it, chat. I think I've got it. I will never not be amazed by how fucking well this runs now. It is absolutely incredible that I can play this on stream, on an emulator, with all of the DLCs. I love Souls games. And I never had a chance to play Bloodborne, because I don't own a console, and now I can play it. Yeah, don't worry, Beans, I'm just fucking with you, but it comes from a place of love, as always. And yes, we've watched the footage quite extensively, Beans. Nothing graphic, but it's bad. She got straight up fucking murdered. Not only did she get murdered, but the... Fuck me. Yep, that's deserved. But at least I know where to go now. Sometimes we taketh the Eleth. Yeah, Ice just straight up murdered her. It's insane to me. Well, I should say, Beans, because if you haven't seen this yet, I'm just gonna save you some. Well, I'm gonna save you nothing, but I'm gonna prepare you for it. Maybe. Many right-wing pundits have already come forward to blame the woman entirely and say that she was trying to violently murder ICE agents with a vehicle, which is very abundantly not the case if you watch the footage. But the big brain people, like Asmongold, for example, have already said that not only was this shooting and killing justified, but actually this is exactly what should happen to them, right? Them being... anyone who doesn't comply with ICE, if you want to be super charitable, and if you want to sort of honestly read into what Asmongold was saying there, them is the leftists, right? People like you, people like me. In Asmongold's view, we should be fucking murdered because we've committed the cardinal sin of having left-wing beliefs. The irony of all of this is just how un-American it has gotten. The West has fallen. It certainly is falling. But hey, people voted for him. And what can you say when that happens? I found it funny because I have forgotten all about it, but apparently some big-brained people didn't. But Asmongold had spoken to Destiny all the way in 2016 when he was saying that it prefers Donald Trump to Hillary Clinton. And Destiny was trying to get him to explain with some detail, not much detail, but just any detail, why, specifically why he prefers Hillary Clinton. And he couldn't provide a single, like, specific policy or anything, so fuck me. No enemies down here? I thought there's going to be... Oh, no, there is. That's What are you, my friend? You appear to be an enemy. Oh, you're a doggy. If I die, this is entirely my fault. There was literally no need for me to put 3 bullets trying to bait out a fucking counter, only for it not to work. This is a fucking lanky-looking dog. Like Chupacabra type shit. Why are you yelling? There we go. Asmongold was lucky that he lives in the US. If he said that shit in Poland, he would have OMS RIK on his neck. Yes, sorry, somebody said that in YouTube chat earlier as well, and I didn't ignore them on purpose. I was thinking about it a little bit more. Because I like freedom of speech quite a lot. I just think it's a bit insane to... I feel like it's a few steps removed to start talking about how certain people need to be fucking killed. You know what I mean? Oh, it was you in YouTube chat, Matic. I'm sorry. L-Drip? Your mum's an L-Drip. Even if the lady would have been in the wrong, the register number or thing, track it and arrest her properly. That's what I was saying, yeah. Like, she's... look, she did some kind of a fucking civilian protest barricade, which is illegal to do, assuming that is in fact what happened. Which means that there would have been legal consequences. She did it with a car, which means that it can't be that hard to track her, right? To make her face the consequences. I don't like freedom of speech. It gives too much opportunity for harmful messages. We should show that we don't tolerate what... Yeah, but that's the problem. The problem Husser, is that the more constricted you make people's ability to speak, the more that shit gets then abused by the kinds of people that you don't want in charge, but who inevitably will be in charge. Just think of all the shit that Law and Justice did here in Poland, where they had their 8-year reign. The more constrictions you put to get the, like, bad guys under control, so to speak, the more it fucks with the good people at the end of the day, when the bad people are back in charge, and they will eventually be back in charge, because it's a perpetual fucking cycle of misery. The actual problem that you've got is when you've got legal protections in place, and people like Trump, for instance, completely ignore them, and there are no punishments, no consequences, nothing. Trump confirmed that he spoke to oil barons before he invaded Venezuela, but he didn't speak to Congress. Oh, shithouse, shithouse. That's... I was trying to dodge backwards. Let's see if we make it out alive. Just barely, but we do. He's an ugly motherfucker. They suck your insight. Oh, true, I was on 30, now I'm on 11. That sucks. Literally, I suppose. And you were asking earlier if I like having to farm bullets and the health potion thingamajigs. No, I think that feature absolutely fucking sucks. That should never be a thing in Dark Souls, but you can't have it all, right? You can't have it all. This is still an incredible game. Look at me, government employee who already had some restrictions for what I'm allowed to say, but under this admin I'm running my Discord with an iron grip just in case someone comes looking because fucking Antifa is a terrorist organization now. It's good that you're doing that. That's why I don't really blame you for not staking like big, hard, strong positions on things. I want to go there and I want to open this up, but then I want to go back there and keep exploring. Will I have to? I'll have to run the whole way around, won't I? It's okay. I guess. Or maybe not. No worries, Diz. How you doing? Oh, hold on. We've got a Donald Trump post. Let us have a look at that. I'm sure that's going to be a very presidential message. That's going to be balanced and not at all unhinged. I have just viewed the clip of the event which took place in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It is a horrible thing to watch. The woman screaming was obviously a professional agitator, and the woman driving car was very disorderly, obstructing and resisting, who then violently, willfully, and viciously ran over the ICE officer. The car didn't connect with him, who seems to have shot her in self-defense. What the fuck am I being hit by? Hold on, I need to fucking kill an enemy in Bloodborne, and then we can finish this tweet. Jesus. Okay, back to the tweet. Based on the attached clip, it is hard to believe he is alive, but is now recovering in the hospital. He wasn't touched by the car. It is hard to believe he's alive. These people, I will not break terms of service on the platform I exist on today. I will not say mean things. I will say mean things, but I will not break TOS. The situation is being studied in its entirety, but the reason these incidents are happening is because the radical left is threatening, assaulting, and targeting our law enforcement officers and ICE agents on a daily basis. They are just trying to do the job of make America safe. We need to stand by and protect our law enforcement officers from this radical left movement of violence and hate. Yeah. All I'm gonna say is that the average life expectancy in the US is 78, and he is 79, which means, hopefully, it's just a matter of time. Hopefully, a short matter of time. About a third of Antifa violence was actually right-wingers doing false flags, and also a lot of right-wing violence is Antifa doing false flags, so designating both groups as terrorists makes sense, as committing violence to achieve a political goal is terrorism. Antifa is not a centralized organization, though. They don't have any, to my understanding, they don't have any formal leadership that is actually tangible in any specific way. And most people who identify with Antifa don't identify with an organization. They identify with a system of belief that is anti-fascist. Designating something like that as a terrorist organization is a fucking joke when there are actual tangible terrorist organizations that I can put my finger on and I can do something about. Whereas this one, in vast majority of cases, is fucking teens LARPing. Chat, we should talk about more positive things, you know? Or maybe we should talk about more angering things. Maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I need to anger my audience, you know? Get you guys all riled up and shit. But then what's the point of that? You come in here to hopefully enjoy a few hours of the day that you spend with me. I don't know. I know that I need to start making YouTube content, though. I know that much. I am procrastinating like a motherfucker. And I use a lot of excuses, but they're not very good excuses. Like, I do have the time to do more than I'm doing right now. I don't have the time to do YouTube full-time. I don't have the money to do YouTube full-time. But I certainly have enough time to do more than what I'm doing right now. Did I tell you Mr. Bean's got a new job in the Night City? Yes, you mentioned it when we last spoke. I hope it treats him well, and just make him aware of Maelstrom, and to just kind of just look out for him. Not a cool bunch, them lot. But yeah, I'm happy for him. I'm honestly happy for Mr. Beans. I'm looking for something different as well, but it's the job market currently over here is fucked. At least in the field I work in, it is... well, it's not even that... It's not just the job market, although the job market, to be perfectly honest, is quite bad. The problem is that I'm trying to... Because if I don't find a job that's fully remote, there's no, like, real point in finding a different job, you know what I mean? Like, obviously... Did I go all the way back here, only to find out that I did actually explore the area in full, and I was wrong in my assumption that I hadn't? I'm just retarded. I really just am. I did come back here when I've already explored this in full. I was supposed to have continued over there. I did this for no reason. None at all. Did you open the doors to the thing if you go to the Plaza of the Giants? Yeah. It was the gate right here. Right? The one right opposite when I go up the elevator. This one, right? That I've opened. That's embarrassing. There was a door on one of these planks. I'm not going back there for the third time. Is there any point in going back for that door? Yeah? Okay. What's the incentive there? Why do I go back to that door? What do I get for doing that? Because I will make the run for the third fucking time. You can be vague, but I want to know why I'm making the run for the third time. You get to the Hunter's Dream from that door. Wouldn't that just reset my, Wait, so why am I going there again, D? Doll cloths, items for some ending. Okay, if it's ending related, I'll go and do it just so I can have the, just so I can have a choice later. I'll just keep it easy on the spoilers. See, that is a good example of a really bad spoiler, actually. Because now I know that the dream I go to is not the real dream. Which is kind of fucky if you think about it, because now there is a pretty substantial thing about the game I'm not supposed to know that I do know. Them spoilers be bad. Which plank is it on? I'll have a look around. Not the right button. You were going to find out in circa 30 seconds either way. All right, that's fair enough then, I suppose. That's fair enough.
It do be like that sometimes, crisp 2 watt.
Hey, 150... 159, that's... Isn't there a, an action that's supposed to play for 159? Oh, no, there isn't. No, there is nothing for 159. But it do be like that sometimes, and thank you for the 159 bits, Stepan. Stay strong, my friend. Doing the fucking 24-hour night shift, man. I do not envy your position. So what was I saying earlier about jobs? Oh yeah, I was saying that I'm looking for something fully remote, and it's not easy currently to find anything like that. Down here. The door was right there up left? What do you mean the door was right there? Am I... Oh, fuck me, it was. Oh, okay, we're making the run once again. Gonna fucking run out of health. One more time. One more time, chat. All together. Is it possible for you to look for employment from non-Polish employers? It's easy to get remote work that way.
A lot of bad shit happened in the Holocaust, but at the same time...
I know you like that one.
I meant to do this one, NGL crisp 2 watt.
A little bit, Aminax, yes and no. It's complicated, sort of. The short answer is not really. The long answer is there are some exceptions, but it is giga fucking complicated to get that going. Yeah, Chido's got all kinds of evil powers now that he is the head moderator. So you guys need to be on your best behavior, because Chido sent me a message earlier in which he called me a slur, again, as Chido often does, and then he said that he's going to be banning people left, right, and center. Only he didn't say people, he used the N-word. What slur? I never remember. Chido, am I allowed to say that one out loud on stream or nah? I know I'm allowed to say it in YouTube videos, but I never remember if I'm allowed to say on Twitch. He called me the British word for a cigarette. He does that sometimes. It's weird. But I kind of take it as like a seal of approval type deal, you know? Okay, how am I... Have I already fucked it up because I'm supposed to jump from there? I am gonna fucking harm myself.
A lot of bad shit happened in the Holocaust.
I can't make
but
this
at the
jump from
same
here. I'm
time-
supposed to jump from up above, right?
Also, I have about 4 hours of rest during my 24 hours
Yes,
shift,
I am.
also based Cheeto.
Oh my god. We're making the run again. I will... No, I'm not coming back later. Now I'm so fucking frustrated that we are making this right now. You could have tried, to be honest. The issue is, Aminax, if I try and fail from that height, I'm gonna die. And if I die, I'm gonna have to cleave through every motherfucker I've already cleaved through to get back there, which means fighting through a whole bunch of enemies, and that's gonna take me even longer to get there. Yeah, it's... I'm just trying to avoid needing to do that. I will in a sec, because I'm bored now. In a sec, I will do it. I also have about 4 hours of rest during my 24-hour shift, also based Shido. To be fair, 4 hours of rest isn't that much. What do you do in that 4 hours? Do you just sleep? I assume you sleep, right? If you sleep during that 4-hour shift, does it wake you up more fucked up, or does it wake you up less fucked up? Because 4 hours is not that much of sleep to go on, you know? Okay, this time on God, for real, for real. This is the time. This is the run. This is the jump. As God is my witness. Before the new gods and the old gods alike, sorry, not I like. I am making this jump. I'm grabbing my torch so I can see better. I need to use my eyes to look around.
A lot of bad shit happened in the Holocaust, but at the same time...
I mean, I usually sleep or at least try to, and it makes it a little bit better. Crisp 2 watt.
You like that, Chris 2 watts, don't you? Okay, I'm trying to find... Where the fuck is the door? I need to see where the door is so I know which jumps I'm fucking up. Oh, it's down there. Okay, so from this height, I'm definitely dead. So we need to definitely go 1 layer lower. Where do I go from here? I feel like we need to have a thumb war or something for the pink nickname. I still don't know how you choose colors, I'll be honest. Okay, how the fuck do I actually make that jump? Because it feels like I'm supposed to get... What do they want me to do? Do I jump down here? I suppose you don't have to answer that anymore because I fucking tripped and McFallen. This is the only... They do want me to jump from here, but this doesn't feel like... This feels like too long a distance. This doesn't feel like a reasonable jump to make. Does my... Do I get more of a distance if I sprint, or do I not get more of a distance if I sprint? Because if I don't get more of a distance, I'm just going to try and jump from standing still. I don't think I can make that, though. Dude, watch a YouTube video about this. Bro, we haven't been doing this for so long, so I can pull up a YouTube video. Fuck me. Okay, what are you doing, little bro? Get to the fucking ledge. That's what we're waiting for here. I'm watching a 5-minute video on this, and I don't think he does this in the video. This feels like a video that could have been an email. Are you even trying to make the jump? I don't think he's trying to make the jump. Nope, this is not what he's... Okay, there we go. The easy way to the... Yes, thank you, dear Hunter. Get to the fucking area.
You just want to go ahead and on this main platform here, line yourself up. It is off to the right, and you want to make sure you're holding the running button, because if you walk off, you will most likely miss it. So you can see I just, lined up so I would jump backwards straight, and now I'm going and lining it up just while I'm holding the run.
Okay, where is this dude going? I feel like I've already gone too low.
A lot of bad shit happened.
Yeah, I did go too low. Okay, I'm trying.
I'm limit testing RN 7,777,777,777,777. How is Chris TTS set up?
I think it's set up on a timer. Like, you get maybe 20 seconds of TTS, and if the message is longer than that, I think it just gets fucked. Okay. That was not even close, bro. That was not even close. I feel like I've just dipped in the middle. That was horrible. I think I'm gonna try again though. Jesus fucking Christ. Witnesses said a doctor was at the scene and tried to help the woman who had been shot, but the ICE agents refused to let the doctor in to help. Up to 15 minutes later, an ambulance arrived but was blocked by ICE vehicles that had occupied the street. What's the rationale behind this? Just out of curiosity. Let's say I'm fully with Donald Trump. It was in fact the evil Antifa fucking leftist behind the wheel there. Why are they not letting the doctor in?
A lot of bad shit happened in the Holocaust, but at the same time,
Crisp 2 Watt 7 on Vigintillion 777 Vigintillion 777 November Decillion 777 Octodecillion 777 September Decillion 777 Sexdecillion 777 Quindecillion 777
He slowed down, he got tired.
777 Tridecillion 777 Duo Decillion 777 Decillion 777 Decillion.
Have I only just gone and fucking done it, chat? Have I only just big-brained this like an absolute G? So it does have a timer, also 1 HP TTS. Yeah, I like how it slowed down in the middle for no reason. Like, literally just got tired. TTS got tired. Third umbilical cord. Don't know how I feel about collecting those, to be quite honest. Feels dirty. I still have mine. Of course you do, D. Of course you do. They look like cabanos. What kind of umbilical cords are you seeing around? What kind of cabanossi are you seeing around? Okay, anything I can do with these items? Give it to the doll, maybe? Hand over small hair ornament. Let's go.
but at the same time,
I mean, we all had one attached to us at some point. 777 quintillions, 777 quadrillions, 777 trillions, 777 billions, 777 million, 777,777.
Okay, you've had your fun. Now we behave ourselves, yeah? And also, thank you for all the biddies as well. There's a lot of biddies, my guy. I broke chat once again. You're like that, there is a thing where they say that you were so you were so preoccupied with whether you could that you never stopped to think if you should. The bonus is a spell similar to Bloodhound Step from Elden Ring. You've got spells in this game? I mean, there is a lot of, like, fucking Lovecraftian fuckery going on, so I shouldn't be that surprised. I didn't realize there are spells in this game, though. Did you put them on? Okay, one last run to get my souls back, and then we're actually progressing. I have some shower thoughts I wanted to share with you as well.
A lot of bad shit happened in the Holocaust, but at the same time...
Man, I'm half alive. RN, the fuck you mean? I didn't think I should. I hardly think RN crisp 2 watt.
I feel you. Out of curiosity, Stepan, because I don't actually know if I asked, because you said that you are doing your 24-hour shift, but at which point of the 24-hour shift are you at right now? How many hours have you got left? Till around 9 tomorrow. Okay, so you've got a decent chunk ahead of you still then. Sorry to hear that, bud. The fuck was that? Oh, I've just realized I don't think the elevator's here. I'm gonna have to summon the elevator and I'm gonna have to fight all these fuckers till the elevator comes, right? That's rather concerning, actually. Elevator, go up! Fuck me. Got to work before 8 AM, I mean. Yeah, I mean, you're well in it now. So, fingers crossed the next half's gonna go by quicker. For me, ever since when I used to work 8 whilst 4, the second half would go much quicker than the first half did. But now that I work 10 whilst 6, the second half doesn't go as cool as it used to. Pull the door closed, the femboy run. I like the drip though, you know? Like, I like being drippy, and I feel like with those clothes, I will lose my drippiness. Is that a switch on a wheelchair? I wasn't paying attention. Every time, though, every time I see, like, an enemy on a wheelchair or whatever, I just keep thinking of that clip that Cooper sent me ages ago when I was still, like, a fledgling streamer. Oh, that was painful.
A lot of bad shit happened in the Holocaust.
The dragon punch to the back of the head.
I'll be up from about 2 AM till the end of my shift cause I'm on my break time, RN.
Hey, enjoy your break, buddy. You deserve it. But also, make sure you get some... Oh, that was a weird fucking timer on that counter. Make sure you get some sleep as well, bud. Because you're gonna need your energy about you. I know where I'm at now. I remember this. I should fight Amelia first. Because I'll have to go down to the right side anyway, I'm pretty sure. So I might as well do the left, then kill the boss, then move to the right. Oh, that's a rock. Okay, it's my bad. Okay, this is another area for me to explore. But I think I should fight the boss first, right? And then I should go and explore both of these areas. Or should I explore them first? I should fight Amelia and then go here. Actually don't remember the I've watched some lore videos ages ago, and I've watched people playing through Bloodborne when it came out. But I remember the map being a massive fuckery. The early game anyway is very, very convoluted. And I don't remember what leads where. Okay, we've got fire paper. And I guess that's all that we've got. So that is all that we go in here with. Oh, it doesn't fix itself. I'm fixing it manually, Stepan. Because it's supposed to do it. Like, it's supposed to be there for 60 seconds and then disappear. But I'm pretty sure I fucked up the setup. I didn't mean to skip that, actually. It's a bit sad. A bit depressing to have landed a visceral there and be too far... Ooh, fuck me, and be too far away to actually do anything with it. Ooh, I think that killed me, right? That was sad. That's my bad. That's my bad. I greeded that heavily. Should have dodged the jump slam and then just fucked her up. I always remember, I always have it in the back of my head that this game is a lot like Lies of P, where it rewards you heavily if you have like a very aggressive approach. And so I do that, obviously, but then I get a little bit too aggressive and I greed, and then I get fucking killed. Have you noticed the limb breaking system of the big bosses? I've noticed it exists. I have very non-existent control over when I am actually doing the breaking, though. Like, I'm not doing it consciously or purposefully or in any controlled manner. It's a little bit like how bosses in Elden Ring have posture, and you know it's there, and you have it in the back of your mind, but you don't, unless you have like a dedicated weapon to breaking that posture, it's sort of just there. You can regen the health by attacking. You can, but I'm also talking about like other aspects to it. Oh, that was horrible. Yeah, that was a very bad attempt. Take care, Amanax. Sleep tight, and I'll talk to you soon. The run is painful. I thought maybe it's because I've got other mods working now, but I thought that the reason the Shrine of Marika thing specifically makes it so that I don't have to redo this run. But I think one of the overhaul mods conflicts with it, so it's not present anymore, sadly. Which means we be running, chat. We be running. Of course. Fucking wanker. Mistimed the shit out of that one. Ooh, ooh. Oh, fuck. No visceral for me this time. Alright, there we go. See? Maybe I should have activated the lamp first and touched it second, or is this not gonna... I do, Goro, yeah. I think I've mentioned Blasphemous earlier today. They're very good, but I'm not big on platformers. I just don't have that much fun playing them. Wait, is there a Bloodborne? Oh, there is a Bloodborne category. I wonder, I will switch us over to Bloodborne for a little bit, because I'm just playing a video game now. I didn't realize there is a Twitch category for this, which I mean, of course there is, right? It's a game. They have categories for console games. Have you played Blasphemous 2? I have not, no. I haven't even played that much of Blasphemous 1, because like I said, I don't like platformers, so I only play that on my phone when I'm like traveling or something. Alright, nice. They remove the platforming into. Yeah, but then it remains a side-scroller though, right? That's like the lack of platforming in a side-scroller. And maybe I'll give it a go, but I don't know how that combines. The eye of the blood-drunk hunter beckons hunter to the hunter's nightmare. A deformed creature will whisk your way outside Eden Chapel. Okay, so we've already done that though. That was the whisking happened. The whisking already happened. They've whisked me through and through. I wonder, how does it work if they remove the platforming? How does a side-scroller without platforming function? We've got Ludwig's Holy Blade. But is it worth it? Is it worth nearly all of my souls? I feel like it isn't. It can't be. I'd cop the Holy Moonlight Greatsword. But I think that's it.
A lot of bad shit happened in the Holocaust, but at the same time...
I have an urge to play Ori and the Will of the Wisps again. This shit was gutted. NGL Crisp2 at Crisp2 Coolin.
My fiance played it and she loved it. And my brother played it and he spoke very highly of it as well. I will say, as much as I don't like side-scrollers and platformers, one of the games that I used to play with my brother when I was younger, and I fucking loved that game, was... what was it? I don't remember what it was called. Oh no, I do remember what it was called. I was going to describe the game to you, but then the name came back to me. Little Big Planet is what I'm thinking of. Little Big Planet is what I used to play with my brother on a console, and I loved that game. The fucking co-op slapped so hard. Little Big Planet was so good, man. They don't make games like that anymore, you know? They do not make games like that anymore. It's so fun and has an amazing art style. That shit looks amazing. Are you talking about Ori or are you talking about Little Big Planet? Sony murdered Sackboy for Astro Boy. Yeah, I just don't think those games were selling very well. Little Big Planet, I mean. At least to my understanding, they weren't. Nope, this is the wrong church. I meant to go to the other church. There are a lot of churches in this game that look very similar. Is the woke mob's fault? True. I like the side-scrolling MOBA. I didn't know there is a side-scrolling MOBA. That's new. Okay, now I think I'm in the right place. And I want to go to the left here. Hey, Yoten, no, I'm kind of just chilling and yapping now. Because it's 10:30 and I've got work tomorrow. So I'm mostly just chilling. I don't like how now the fucking... Oh, shithouse. That's on me, though. I don't like how his little pole now has the fucking red aura around it. It's probably to do with me having more insight than I did a moment ago, but it's eerie. There is a dude down here who uses the rifle spear who does my fucking tits in. I remember fighting him before. Back when I tried doing the PC Bloodborne playthrough last time. I don't think I got much farther past this dude. I think there is one more boss that I've defeated, and then everything after that is just wholly new, uncharted territory. There is the dude with the rifle spear, and he is so fucking annoying to deal with. That was a shit. That was a shit jump. This one, if I remember correctly, I can deal with. The other one, absolute cunt. Come on, mate. You're electrocuting your little ball and then you won't land a single attack anyway. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. But then this next dude is not embarrassing. This next dude is a massive pain in the ass. This fucker right there. I wonder if I can maybe get a... I was gonna say, I wonder if I can maybe get a sneak attack off on him. Like a visceral. Wait, no, but back attack viscerals aren't a thing in this game, are they? Got ahead of myself there. They don't exist. I hate how NPCs in this fucker have infinite... Fuck me. Have infinite ammo in their little shotguns. They are, but you need to heavy them from the back. I feel like am I miscalculating that so fucking badly? That's just what this fight's gonna look like. I'm sorry, chat. It's just gonna be doing little fucking left and right bounces and me getting hit in the face with the shotgun now and then. Okay, fuck off. Yeah, do you know what? I've got a lot of healing items, so fuck you. I can keep trading. As long as he doesn't heal, I'll kill him in a sec anyway. Last time I remember fighting him, I was in a much worse position because I didn't have so many healing items, so I ran out at the very early stage of the fight. And then I can't cheese. Did you know the new Resident Evil movie is releasing this year? I had no idea they're making a new Resident Evil movie. I thought they gave up after fucking consecutive fuck-ups after fuck-ups after fuck-ups. Did you watch the Resident Evil TV show? That shit was wank. I thought they've given up now. Which is a shame, because I like zombies, man. I like zombies so much. The Resident Evil movies are so good. They were fun to watch. I don't know if I'd call them good, though. Bro. Bro! That is a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage to get your little fucking Angie on and then just two-shot me like that. I feel like the first two, at least, Resident Evil movies absolutely slapped. The third one... If I've got them correctly in my head, the first 2 or 3 were good, and then it was getting like progressively much worse and worse and worse. I still enjoyed the shit out of them, though. Hey Chris, have you ever heard of a game called Arc Raiders? I have, yes, and I have entertained playing it very briefly. However, I tend not to enjoy extraction shooters, to be quite honest with you. Now, maybe I would enjoy Arc Raiders, because to be fair, literally everyone I saw playing that game seems to have a shitloads of fun doing it. But I don't know, it just doesn't seem like my type game. Get fucked. Absolutely mugged. Yeah, get angry, come on. Why couldn't I have done this straight away? Imagine if the hunters respawned. If the hunters respawned, I wouldn't be fighting them the second time. I'd just go around them. There is no shot that I can be fucked to do that twice. These big guns are good for farming healing items if I remember correctly, but the only problem is that if you make a mistake whilst farming your healing items and the big guns hit you in the face, then you lose more healing items than you would have gained by killing them. Do you like the trick weapon gimmick? Quite a lot. I do. I just wish that there was... Sorry, I'm going to try and deal with this first. I like the gimmick quite a lot. I think it's a very cool addition to the game. It certainly beats the a lot of like other Souls games in terms of the weapons and shit. But it also has to, like, you have to like it in the specific weapon that you're using for it to really be all that good. Nice one, Hunter. Yeah, make sure you tap the fucking ground a little bit more. Absolute dickwad. I was also pretty apprehensive about it, but then my German friend convinced me and I've been hooked. I imagine I'd enjoy it if he caught me at a right time and recommended it. But it's the... I don't like the genre of extraction shooters very much. It's just not my... Is this a boss fight? This looks like a boss fight area. There is an amygdala in this room, right? I'm gonna go ahead and leave then. I'll probably have to go back there at some point. Wait, is this not the way out of here? I thought it was. Am I being silly? How the fuck do I get out of here? Oh, okay, never mind, I am being a bit stupid. You get grabbed and have a specific time you unlock the area. Like, do you mean that I need to get grabbed at a specific time? Because I'm guessing the time's not right now. Kind of don't want to test that theory. Oh, I need a specific item and then I need to get grabbed. Okay, that makes sense. I'll go here then, because if I remember correctly, this next boss, this is after this, it's the witch, right? The bog witch or whatever the fuck her name is in this area. This is the last boss that I fought, and I don't think I ever got past this point, because back then the emulators were significantly shittier. What are we doing here then? What was that? Why was that? Don't like that. Don't like this either. I don't remember there being spawning demon monsters around here. Is this because I have more insight now than I did? This is going to be insight related, isn't it? I can tell. Oh, it's going to suck. Yeah. Yeah, this area is going to be rough as fuck. But we will persevere, chat. We will get the dub. There aren't that many different interactions with Inside. I feel like the last time I was playing this, though, I died way more. Took me longer to get to this point, and I went into this forest here. Those weird fucking guys with the sickles, they weren't there. So there might not be that many interactions with Inside, but there's enough to make this playthrough different than my historic ones. But I have one special weapon that I have forgotten about. And the special weapon is that I get to dictate the terms of engagement, because I can just get the enemies to attack me by shooting them. There you go, come here, cunt. And then I can deal with them individually. A bit tankier than I would have expected an enemy called the Shadow to be. Actually, I'll deal with you now as well. Oh, is he too far away? Hello? Okay, now assuming those fuckers don't just randomly respawn. Got a bit of a breather here. I think at 40 insight, the music also changes. It's kind of cool, actually. There's a lot of damage that they do with these. I didn't realize I'm going to lose the vast majority of my health bar off of a single bullet. It's quite rough, actually. I don't like this area. This area sucks dick. Because you can't fucking see shit. There are enemies hidden all over the shop. Alright, chat. I feel like this is a good place to call a day. I'm actually going to go back to Hunter's Dream real quick first and see if there's anything new there. I always found it weird that the Wolfman still know how to use guns. Because their transformation is... like, the craziness, it's still, like, setting in, right? Even at that point, they still, like, retain some parts of their humanity. I think. I'm not like a lore expert or anything. I've just watched a Vati video or two. Alright, now we can call it a day. Thank you all for being here. D, thank you for helping with Bloodborne. I do appreciate that, buddy. I'll probably need more of it in my future streams, so make sure you come back. In the meantime, I will be heading to bed because I am rather tired, and I'll be back with you properly on Friday. I'll be sure to prepare actual content for Friday as well, because I'll be honest, today I kind of just mostly wanted to play Bloodborne. I'll be doing that on Friday as well, but there's obviously going to be a whole stream. And then we're going to play Bloodborne. Oh, fuck me. Pisco is live, so I'll raid us into Pisco. He's talking about the ice situation, how those fuckers need to be charged, so to be fair, that's a pretty good topic, I feel, to leave you guys with, given what we spoke about earlier, and I'll be back with you on Friday. So good night, everyone, take care, and I will talk to you very, very soon. Bye-bye.